Welcome into Divine Encounters Ministry. It's been a minute since I posted a video over here. I'm just going to keep this very short, sweet, and to the point. Do not, I repeat, do not let anyone tell you it's not okay for you to change your mind. It's okay for you to be in a season in your life where you're accepting things that you no longer want to accept. It's okay for you to be in a point in your life where you have grown and evolved, so you're no longer that same person. The reason I'm saying this because a lot of times people would try to hold us in bondage of who we used to be instead of focusing on who we are in the moment. So this is why I'm saying do not let someone hold you captive into who you once was if you have chosen to step outside of that person and grow. A lot of times they will say, oh, that ain't you. That's not who you are. It is you. It's the new version of yourself. Stand 10 toes down on who you are. A lot of times when we become men and women of Christ, people are quick to say, oh, and you call yourself a woman, a man of God, because you make a mistake or because you just choose to maybe say some things that are not the best character, or your voice may be a little elevated. That does not make you not a man or woman of God. We must remember, Jesus flipped over tables too. Everyone has personality, whether you're a man or woman of God. Everyone gets angry, whether you're a man or a woman of God. Everyone gets emotional. We all have emotions. Every emotion is a valid emotion. Okay? I need you guys to know that, because people would try to manipulate you when you change from being worldly and start trying to live your life the way that God wants you to honor him. People would try to manipulate you into being wrong, try to manipulate you into thinking that you're still that same person that you once was, and you're not. Yes, you may have days where you go a little backwards. You're human. You're not perfect. Still stand 10 toes down on who you are. See, because I think a lot of times we can kind of get discouraged because people would try to use our past against us. You apologize for what you did 10 years ago, and they're still bringing that up anytime they get upset with you. That is not of God. It's not of God to hang something over somebody's head when they're no longer that person. So as I said in the beginning, if you have changed your life and became a man or woman of God, and you're trying to walk in that narrow lane, because we know that the lane to God's glory is always more narrow than the worldly lane. Everybody's doing that. So if you're looking more like everyone else, you're probably not doing it right, because the people that honored God and gave God all the glory and give God all the glory, we don't look like everyone else. People may say, oh, you're weird. People may say, oh, that's not true. People may say you're not right. People, sometimes they even say that you're crazy. But keep walking with God, stand 10 toes down, and do not hold yourself captive on who you once was. Don't. It's okay for you to choose Christ after you was once worldly. It's okay for you to choose Christ if you got into it with somebody several times. It's okay for you to choose Christ if you have stole something. It's okay for you to choose Christ if you have beat somebody and now you're choosing Christ. It's okay. It's okay. And I think sometimes the enemy will fight us on that and make us think that we're not Christians. We can't change. We're just stuck in who we once was, that person who cussed and screamed and didn't know how to act in public, always easily angered. And a lot of times the people that's saying, oh, now you're acting like you're really a man or woman of God, those are most of the time the people that are still held captive to the world. You don't have to walk around with a big hat on as a woman to be a man or woman of God. You don't have to dress a certain way to be a man or woman of God. If you're doing something that's not of God and God wants you to change it, trust me, he will convict you from it. He will convict you for it. Like, and what I mean by that, if you will feel like, you will feel bad about what you're doing, what you're wearing, how you're behaving, God will hold you accountable for it and you will change. But don't let the world tell you what God is saying to you, how you need to order your steps. Like, study to show yourself approved. Build that relationship with God, and who you was yesterday don't mean you have to be that person today. You don't. But people will test you on it. People will call you a liar. They would call you a thief. They would call you a womanizer, a manizer, all of these different things because of who you once was. And then we are allowed them to hold us captive in it. And we're like, oh yeah, well, I can't speak about God. I can't honor God. I can't be a man or woman of God because of who I once was. Even if I choose to go and do something that I did in my past today, God still is going to forgive me. I can jump back on my road. I can jump back on that road, that map, that lane, get back in that lane with God. Don't let man be the judge of it. Let God be the judge of it. Trust me, you will feel it. God's going to make you feel it, baby, because look, every day God is convicting me of something. And you know what I tell people all the time? If you're not feeling convicted, baby, that's when you should have the problem. Don't be in your feelings when God is making you feel bad for what you did. That's what you want. That is what you want. Anybody who's walking around saying it's everybody but me, everybody else is the problem, look, you need to evaluate yourself. If it's everybody around you but you, and especially if you're the common denominator, if more than one person is telling you about yourself and it's the same scenario, you need to sit down and ask God. And I'm sure God has been convicting you for it, but you're probably running away from it. It's a whole bunch of testimonies that I'm going to tell on this channel about who I used to be and how I have changed who I am because of the glory of God and where God has taken me to. It has nothing to do with men. A lot of times men are trying to get the glory and get the honor. Baby, my journey, God. Did he put people in place to help me grow? Oh, most definitely he did. But at the end of the day, God gets all the glory and the honor, not even me. I can't even say I get the glory and the honor for where I'm at. It's literally all God in his glory. It's all God in his glory, not Camila. So I'm telling you, do not let somebody hold you captive in who you once was. If you have changed who you're changing. If you're trying, you're praying, and you're asking God, God, change my heart. Change my heart posture to be of you and not of the world. Every little bit, every ounce, every seed counts of growth. I don't care how small it may be to you. God is right there saying, I'm bragging on my child because you've made that seed of growth. You made that ounce of growth. Keep going and do not let the world determine where your relationship is at with God. That is for him, not the world. And that is the message. Period and point blank. Remember to allow God to be the navigation of your life. He will not steer you wrong. I love you, but again, most importantly, he loves you. And it ain't nothing you can do about it but love him right on back, Sugar Plum. Love him right on back. And he loves you more than any man or woman could ever on the face of this earth. So do not let a person hold you captive when God is releasing you.